comes first, the chicken or the egg, right? So we do fencing here in Rhode Island, and we did like 2.5 last year. Profitability is low. We're at 8%. After I pay myself, we're at 8%. So I'm like, and I know the bottleneck is myself because I run production. I'm also the general manager. So I'm like, I need to hire a production manager. But if that costs me, a good one to do what I do, maybe 80,000, then I don't make enough money as the business. So I'm kind of like, what do I do there?
Okay, so right now, if I asked you what is keeping you from $5 million, is it getting more customers? Is it getting more employees? What's the current constraint?
So the constraint is because we subcontract everything, like, I don't want to train new people. It's kind of like I'm already like lost that touch. So I'm not bringing on new contractors because so many people cheat. So we need to babysit them, but I don't have the time to do that.
So this ops manager would basically babysit the subs. Is that correct?
That's what yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, how much are we spending per year on marketing?
100.
Okay. If you did not spend that money on marketing, do you think your business would go in half?
Yes.
Okay. So what are you doing for advertising right now?
LSA, we're the #1 Google rated in the state, and Facebook.
Got it.
Meta.
How much are you spending on Facebook ads right now?
About 40,000 a year.
Got it. Okay. So $100,000 in ads is generating, let's just call it $1.2 million in annual revenue. And so that's a 12.
2.5.
Yeah, I know, but I'm assuming half of it's from the ads. So if half of that's coming from the ads, right? And so I'm trying to find the constraint. And so I believe that if you can figure out how to spend more on ads and go from 100,000 in spend to 200,000 in spend, and we go to 5 million, or let's just call it 4 million, because we figure out how to. You're saying the constraint is you've got to go get an ops manager to manage all these subcontractors and babysit them. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Right now, how much of your time is spent on sales versus doing this job, operations manager?
Right now, I do none of the sales. I have a sales guy who already does that. So I'm focused on operation and then all like CEO level stuff too.
Got it. Okay.
Not much, but
yeah. No, I get you. I happen to believe though that if you hired this person for $80K, I understand that right now that's scary because that's going to take you from $200,000 in profit to $120,000 in profit, which starts to get really skinny. I understand that, and especially with like the fencing industry, you have a lot of accounts receivable. That can be very scary from a cash flow perspective. The thing is this. You spending now probably unlocking 70 to 80% of your time that you're currently spent doing operations manager for an $80,000 position is a steal. You unlocking this person is probably going to put you to 3.5 just by you focusing on stuff other than management of subs. Like if you just focused on sales and unlocking more opportunities, you would probably take this to 3.5 without increasing your ad budget. And so a lot of times it's easy to get wrapped up in
Should I expect myself to do other production?
I would say if you're going to do anything in the business, so you're right at the size right before 3 million where I still like to see you in sales. Now, before I say that, do you feel like you're not good at sales?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. So I happen to believe that if you're able to get someone for $80,000 to manage the subs, you focusing what right now is probably 70% of your day, just shift it to sales. That alone will get you to 3.5. And if you're like, well, I don't know if we have enough leads. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and just move your ad spend by 20%. Move that to $120,000. I happen to believe though, even if you just spent time on sales,
we have the leads.
Okay.
We're turning away so many people because of the labor constraint.
Okay, and is the labor constraint at the sub level or because you can't manage the subs?
I can't manage them.
Okay. All right, my friend, I promise you, hire an operations manager. If you can get them for $80,000, you're going to have a very short term, like probably 30 days of less profit. You focusing on things besides operations is going to unlock this business, I can guarantee you, to 3.5. And it'll make you more profitable because this $80,000 is basically your ticket to unlocking $1 million of revenue. And if you're doing sub work, I'm gonna guess you're 40 to 50% gross profit on that. And so you will likely be, I'm gonna call it 20 to 30% profit on the extra $1 million in revenue. Because the only thing standing between you and that is getting an $80,000 overhead person, which is scary when you have low margins, I understand. But the next $1 million that you're gonna unlock is likely 20 to 30% profit because you already have the leads. Leads are not a constraint in the 4.0 framework. If leads are not the constraint and you're like, I just gotta get labor, I just gotta get people to do the work, but I can't manage them, now leadership becomes a constraint. If you hire that leader, you will likely unlock $1 million of revenue without spending any more money on ads. And this $1 million in revenue doesn't mean you have to go hire, get more trucks, more equipment, more overhead. You're just gonna make 20 to 30% profit. And now this 8% blended will go probably to about 15% profit. All of a sudden, a 15% margin business on 3.5, you're looking at $400,000 in net profit. And that, my friend, is a fantastic business. Last call of the day on the confession booth. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on.